So the New York Board of Elections just canceled the New York Democratic primary. It was supposed to be held on June 23rd, a whole 2 months from now. They went ahead and canceled it. Now, obviously, the logic was pretty clear, right? New York's the epicenter of the pandemic. They have I think 200 plus thousand cases over there with over 10,000 deaths. I mean, obviously, the logic that they're using to justify this move is that, oh, we don't want to put lives at risk. Now, before I get into my whole spiel here, begging Bernie, please come back. Let's, for a moment, just completely debunk this idea that they're doing this just out of the good faith, trying to protect lives, trying to stop the spread of the virus. They've already started to mail out vote-by-mail ballots. They've already done that to literally every single house that's registered to vote. So the idea that there's going to be in-person voting is just completely false. There are no lives put at risk. You simply, I'm talking to you, New York Board of Elections and the Democratic Party establishment, y'all don't like Bernie Sanders. Y'all don't like Bernie Sanders. He's an existential threat to everything that you stand for. So, you would do everything in your power to stop his momentum. It made it very easy. Do you honestly believe that the roles were flipped? Right? Let's say we had Bernie Sanders as the presumptive Democratic nominee. Joe Biden has suspended his campaign. And then we have the coronavirus pandemic, right? Do you honestly believe that New York would have suspended its primary? Do you honestly believe that? Please. Please. So look, fact of the matter is, they're a bunch of scams. It's undemocratic. They decided we don't believe in democracy. We believe in fixing elections and fixing the democratic process. Even though Bernie specifically stated, I want to still be on the ballot. They couldn't even do that. And then they act as if lives are going to be put at risk. Oh my God, we got to save the lives. Such BS. So look, Bernie has three options here. This is the way I look at it. He has three options. He can either take it. He can take the treatment that they're giving him, this undemocratic, unfair, unjust way of trying to stop his momentum of being able to shape policy at the convention by picking up delegates. This is them trying to do that. So he can either take it and eat it and just say, hey, I'll stick with my little task forces that I got out of my deal with Joe Biden. Or he can sue the New York Board of Elections. I don't think he'd ever do that. I think Bernie's way too non-conflict based to ever do something like that. But that's certainly an option. 3, and this is something I definitely don't think he's going to do, but I am begging him to do. It's the whole point of this video. Bernie, I need you to unsuspend your campaign. Bernie, come back. Bernie, I'm smiling right now because I know I sound so desperate, but that's the fact of the matter. These are desperate times. Guys, Joe Biden is arguably the worst Democratic Party nominee, or just major party nominee in general, we have seen in modern American history. I'm so serious. The guy is 77 years old, all right? And that usually would not be a problem. It's a slight problem, and I agree that was a slight problem for Bernie Sanders, but the fact of the matter is this guy cannot speak. Due to the fact that he is aging very rapidly, there's serious cognitive decline. I don't know if it's an actual condition or just the fact that he's starting to lose his touch. But regardless, the man cannot speak. Or we could talk about these sexual assault allegations. We could talk about he has a very credible sexual assault allegation from Tara Reid that's been corroborated by a neighbor, that's been corroborated by a coworker, and they even have footage of her mother calling Larry King back in the mid-90s, saying, "Hey, my daughter got fired for calling out her boss on sexually harassing her or assaulting her. What are we gonna do about this?" Because she didn't have she didn't want to do to Joe Biden, a person that she respected, and actually call it out. It was too much for her. But now she's been fired. It seems like an unethical thing to do. Somebody help me, please, Larry. What do I do? That's the call her mother made. We have footage of it. This is a very credible sexual assault allegation. Plus, you cannot speak. Plus, you are disastrous with young voters. Plus, you are disastrous with Latinos. Plus, you are disastrous with creating energy and enthusiasm to reach out to disaffected voters. You are an electoral disaster. Your policies are terrible. Your record is terrible. You're a neoliberal corporatist. Then you can't speak. Then you have a sexual assault allegation. Imagine. Let's focus on the sexual assault part. You now have two major party nominees who both have credible sexual assault allegations against them. It's madness. It's madness. Guys. This is the reality of American politics today. You literally have two major party nominees with credible sexual assault allegations against them. Neither of them supporting any of the major progressive policy legislations that across the country has wide support. Medicare for all, living wage, tuition-free public colleges and universities. Neither Joe Biden or Donald Trump supports those. A Green New Deal, saving the planet from absolute existential destruction. Neither Joe Biden or Donald Trump supports those. So at this point, what do? They're terrible on the policy. They're rapists. They're both war criminals. Good golly gee. So Bernie, you talk all the time about wanting to save us from Donald Trump. Right? We talk all the time about Donald Trump is the worst president in modern American history, blah, 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 blah. Listen, some of that I completely agree with. So, you know what? Bernie, speaking as one of your die-hard supporters, you are the reason that I am making this video today because you inspired me. Because you inspired me to enter politics, to make this my life, make this my future, make this my passion. You inspired me. You inspired millions of people just like me, millions of young kids just like me. So Bernie, the fact that you are such an inspiration, the fact that you created this movement, the fact that you represent everything that is right with American politics, the very little that's left, you represent that. What I'm asking is if you want to do the good work, if you want to save us, save this movement, save this country, do your job and come back. Please come back. Because the person who is the presumptive nominee for this party, Bernie, that man is going to lose. He has a credible sexual assault allegation against him. He's corrupt. He has a disastrous record on a variety of votes and policy decisions. Trump is going to eviscerate him. And most of all, the man cannot speak. Bernie, please come back. Please. Bernie, come back. Unsuspend your campaign. Start running. And make your case that Joe Biden is unfit for elected office. That he's unfit to be the Democratic nominee. Bring up everything I just stated. Please, Bernie. Now, will he do this? Most likely not. Will he even watch this video? Edging on, definitely not. But, I'm gonna make the case. Bernie, please come back. We need you. Bottom line, bro, if Bernie doesn't come back, and if he doesn't make a move to take this Democratic Party nomination, you're going to see Joe Biden lose. And all your little worst nightmares, all the, oh, never Trump, all you people, guys, all your worst nightmares are going to come true. You're going to have 4 more years of Donald Trump if Joe Biden's the party's nominee. It's written in stone, bro. This is a credible sexual assault allegation. Very, very credible. Then, disastrous votes, disastrous record. Man cannot speak. Corrupt. He is Trump's ideal candidate. This is who Trump wants. It's made for Trump. In the debates, with the ads, with everything, Trump's strategy is geared towards someone like Donald Trump, towards someone like Joe Biden, a corporate neoliberal who can't even defend himself, plus has everything that's wrong with him. With everything that's wrong with Trump, that's wrong with that's what's wrong with Biden too. Being a rapist, being a war criminal. That's why. Bernie, come back. Even if you don't support Bernie Sanders and his policies, if you are in the minority of the country that does not support what Bernie believes in terms of a progressive vision for this country, if you're a never Trumper, this is the best move. Pushing Bernie to come back and take this nomination and go on to beat Donald Trump, that's the best move. That's the best move for me. That's the best move for you. I don't know what else to say, man. Bernie, just please.
With the boys, yeah, we making all this noise. Can't complain, riding in the fast lane. To the top, we don't stop up till past 5 o'clock. Smoking trees.